Welcome to IS250. I'm Professor Fahmi Jalani. Today we'll be taking a look at Chapter 7, which is Objects and Classes. This subject is a bit complicated, but just let's go through the slide and hopefully you can have a clear idea of it. So in 7.1, we will talk about objects. So basically, objects is a grouping of data, according to the slides, variables and operations that can be performed on that data method. Over here, you see the example of a living room where we have the green fabric, wood, red fabric, wood, and metal bar. So they're being grouped. In this case, green fabric, wood, which is the chair, and these are basically the variables. Red fabric, wood, which is the couch, wood and metal bar, which are the drawers. Okay, and basically the methods are sit and lie down and put stuff in and take stuff out. See. All right. So next we take a look at using class. So class is basically construct, define, and new types that can group data and method to form an object. Okay. And public member methods indicates all operation a class user can perform on object. If you look at example here, right, we have a restaurant, a new restaurant, for example. Here you set the name and the rating and the printed statement. In this case, favorite place, set name, Central Delhi. Okay, and rating is 4, right? And in this case, the class is being called and the name Central Delhi and rating 4. So the final printout is 4. Okay. Next, take a look at definition of class. We have private field, basically variable that members method can access, but not class user cannot see. Right. Here the private access modifier precedes each class field declaration. So essentially a class definition has private field for storing local data and cannot access a class private field. Only class members method can. See, so here you see that it's private, and in another class you can't access it. See. Seven point four talk about mutators, accessors, and private helpers. A mutator method may modify mutate a class field, and an accessor method access field but may not modify a class field. Okay. So in this case we have two programs where we have here the mutators, restaurant name, user rating, get name, get rating, and print. So in another program, see, you declare set name, set rating, okay, and the printout statement, and from here, okay, the program is being called and is being printed out. See, another name is also known as a setter and a getter, right? You set the name and you get the name. Right. Also, we have private helper method basically is to help the public method to carry out tasks. Say in this case, two separate program. With this you can access it, but with this you can't access it. This statement. 7.5 we have initialization and constructors. Here we have where the string is being declared private. Okay. This is a good practice. In a program, see. So in this case, in this program, it will first run this first restaurant.java and then followed by restaurant favorites.java. Okay. Also with constructors, basically a special class member method. See, it's called when an object of the class types is created, okay, and which is used to initialize all field. Okay. And a constructor that can be called without any argument is called default constructor. Okay. It's quite similar, but then from the first example, this is basically a constructor. Okay, the one in yellow here. 7.7 defining main in the program. This is basically a recap. Okay, can be defined within programmer defined class. Okay, and create objective. Here the program a basic car defines example. Okay, to track the number of miles driven. Okay, and you can set and retrieve the miles. Okay. Next, 7.9 constructor and overloading. Here we talk about where programmers often want to provide different initialization value when creating a new object. A class creator can overload a constructor by defining multiple constructor with different parameter values, you see. Right. So in this case, we have restaurant in blue and no name. Okay, where then you declare another restaurant. In this case, a string. Okay, they might overload the program. Okay, where both restaurant are being used. Right. Object and references. Basically, a reference is a variable type, refers to the object. Its function is to store memory in the address. Okay, in this case, travel time. The one in yellow is reference to 96, which is the reference memory. Okay, and from there, the program knows that at this location, we have the hours and the minutes. That is where they're going to be printed out. Okay, it's going to be called. 7.11. Okay, here we will talk about the this implicate parameter. Basically, the syntax is object reference.method. Okay, bracket. It's also known as implicit parameter, right? Okay, and within the member method, the implicity passes the object reference accessibility by the keyword this here, right? Okay, so square is area gets square. It's basically multiplication of 1.2. Okay, right. Moving on, 7.12 here, basically reference type. We used this before. Just to recap, primitive type variables, integer, character, double, long, boolean. Okay. 7.13, we talk about wrap and class conversion. Here we have auto boxing and unboxing. Basically, Java allows statement to combine primitive and wrap class variables by automatically converting between primitive type and wrapper class. And here we see the dynamics here. We have auto boxing for double float area to 20.25 at integer class calculate. Okay. Where calculate result is 5 divided by 2, and integer num is 23. Integer num is equal to num1. Okay, as compared to unboxing, see, where you declare double num character letter is equal to a, and double num is equal to 1, num1, and character letter 2 is equal to letter 1. Right. So let's visit array list again. Here we have like a grocery list or cost roster. It's an order list reference type in that comes with Java. Okay, also known as element, right? Where in the program here, they have been declared in the index 0 to 2. Okay, and you set the value 1, index 1, from 41, initially with 41 to 119. Okay, right. 719. Here we have static field and method. Basically, the function static field indicates variables is allocated in memory only once during the program execution. Right. So in this case, we have the static memory here, and followed by the print-out statement and it's been referenced. And towards the last, the next ID is 104, 101, 02, 03, and 104. And last but not least, Java does provide built-in classes that we have been using, such as scanners, array lists, right, file, and many others. Okay, these are packages which are related to the classes, types, and interfaces that could be used in your Java program. So so that's pretty much it for the class today. Please feel free to email me or set up an appointment to see me in my office. Stay safe and wear a mask. Thanks, bye bye.